A lot of women are not going into the Hebrew Israelite community questioning or critically thinking either. They're not doing either of those things. They're looking to relinquish their own autonomy, honestly. They're looking to have someone chew the meat and spit out the bones and give them what's left. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for a shepherd. They want a shepherd. They don't want to read Torah, read the Bible for themselves. They want someone to do it for them. This is why it's so easy for them to go into this community because, mind you, in the Hebrew Israelite culture, that's why I call it a cult. Because when you come in, when you're on the outside looking in, they're appealing to you by telling you, this is a truth that I have that you don't have access to. This is a truth you need to know, and if you don't know it, you're doomed. It's appealing because it's like, wait, I know I don't know everything. I'm on my journey of like seeking knowledge and truth. That looks appealing. If they're telling you they have a bad boy piece of information, you gonna go over there and inquire. The issue is when you go over there to inquire, then you're pulled in through your curiosity, and women take it as far as to really being yoked up with these men. These men will tell you, I'm supposed to be a leader. Mind you, these women are already programmed by the patriarchy. They're already programmed by just general existing in a world that favors men, in a world that tells you you're less than, you're not making as much as them, things like that. So they're going into this religion with this programming already having been done via the society, and now they're being programmed by an institution. And now Hebrew Israelites or any cult, any religion spiritually, they know how to hit women. They know exactly where to hit women because they know we are spiritually sound, like we are spiritually tapped in. We are the vessels. We are divine beings who are closer to God than men. For whatever reason, the feminine is the one who can truly read the room. The feminine is the gifted one. The feminine has been the prophets. The feminine has been the dreamers, the healers of our communities for generations. So women are easily reeled in when it comes to a spiritual practice because we are typically hungry when it comes to spirituality. We want truth, and we'll get it by any means necessary. We want to learn. We are, if we're not studious at anything else, we are studious when it comes to our spirituality because this is what tugs on our heart. A lot of women are extremely gifted spiritually, and this is something that they know.
This is why all you proud ass, wicked, two-third Israelite women, especially Southern Kingdom women, especially the so-called Negro woman, the nigger woman, all right, they can't shut your mouth. This is why you are going to receive terrible judgments, man. Refuse to do what you're told to do. Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in all truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. The house of David started with 144,000, followed by the one-third remnant. Shalom. So yet another Eve nigger woman, all right, going off, being wicked like most Israelite women are, man. Just proud, you know, wicked, telling lies, man. Vain babbling. Talking about the woman is she's the woman is the most spiritual. They're more spiritual than men. They're the vessels of the Lord, of Yahweh Shem Shai. They're the healers. They're the prophets. They're the seers, which is nothing but lies, man. All right. And notice she didn't read a single scripture, didn't quote a scripture, didn't paraphrase, nothing, man. Just running a damn trap. Proud ass women, man. So let's go see who the prophets are. Let's start in, because you women are under the men. How are you the prophets and the seers and the head of your houses, and you're what? Because she said, you know, feminine energy. That we're the spiritual ones. We're the instructors. We're the healers. We're the prophets. No, that's the men. You women are not prophets, man. You're not leaders. You're under the men. You're supposed to be in silence. As the scriptures say. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So let's start in. Let's go to 1 Kings. Is it 9? Might be Samuel. Let's see. I think it's 1 Samuel. Salaki for that. I think it's 1 Samuel. I get Kings and Samuel mixed up. Kings, Samuel, Chronicles. Yep, 1 Samuel's 9 and 9. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, come and let us go see the seer. Now the seer is another name for a prophet, as it's about to tell you. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. For he that is now called a prophet, not she, for he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. So the men are the prophets, man. The men are the prophets, not women. It doesn't say she that is called the prophet or prophetess. Prophetess just means the wife of a prophet or sister of a prophet or a woman that's endowed with the gift of song. All right. That's what a prophetess is. It's not the male version of a prophet. Let's go to James 5 and 10. The prophets are men, not women. You women are not prophets. You're under the man. You're under us. Accept that, man. The sooner you accept that, the better off you'll be. Stop running your damn mouth so much. James 5 and 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. Take my brethren, the prophets, not sisterin, brethren. James said, take my brethren, the prophets. All right. So the prophets are men. Let's go to Revelation 22. I'm just going through the Spirit, just hitting a few scriptures. Revelation 22. And I'll go straight to the point. Revelation 22 and 9. Then saith he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren, again, thy brethren the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book, worship the Most High. So the prophets are men, not women. You women are not prophets. All right. So the Lord is dealing with men, not you women. You women have a beautiful role. You just don't want to accept it. See, this devil, the so-called white man, done taught you to buck up against the men to try to usurp authority over the men. And that's another thing that she was going off on. This world is now caters to women, man. You women have been elevated above men. So what the hell is this Eve talking about, man? Wicked as hell, man. And you know, when you see that septum ring, the weave wig, whatever she got on her head, weave wig, you know, when you see that septum ring and all that, you know to get the hell, you know they wicked as hell, man. Look at that, man. Look at that. Proud as hell, man. Women are the healers, prophets, and seers. They are the eyes and ears of God in their homes and community. That's the men. The scriptures say, I suffer a woman not to teach. How are you going to be a prophet but be commanded not to teach? Make that make sense. Ezekiel 34 and 31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your power, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So the flock of the Lord's pasture is men. All right. Men, not women. You women are under the men. Just like we're under Yahweh Shai. Scripture say the head of every woman is the man, because you came from us. Women come from men. It's not the other way around. Let's get that. 1 Corinthians. I think that's 1 Corinthians. Matter of fact, I'll do it like this. Bear with me for a second. I think it's 1 Corinthians 12. Might be 11. Yep. 1 Corinthians. Let me go to the blue letter. First Salakia. 1 Corinthians 11. 1 Corinthians. That's why your hair is supposed to be covered. If you're the prophets, if you're the seers, you're the heads, why is your head commanded to be covered? And our head, we're commanded not to have our head covered. Because you're beneath the men. You're supposed to be unto subjection unto your husband. Meaning under the rule of the men. That's what subjection means, under the rule. So you women are subject unto men. You're under the rule of us men. 1 Corinthians 11, and I'll start here, 1 Corinthians 11 and 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Yeah, because every life comes from seed. You women, you're the incubators. You don't carry the seed. Life is in the seed. Your egg is dormant. Life is not in the egg. Life is in the seed. The egg fertilizes the seed. So life comes from, and that's with everything. Life comes from seed. You women are the earth. All right. A seed is planted, all right, in the earth. All right. And the earth brings forth the seed. But the life is in the seed. You have to plant the seed. You can't have life without a seed. All right. So all this women bring forth life, and no, man. Life comes from the man. That's why they're called a man's testicles are called what? The family jewels. Because that's what life is in the seed, man. All right, 1 Corinthians 11 and 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So you women were created for us men. You were created to serve us men. And that's what it's going to go back to, man. Trust me, when Jacob trouble comes, you women are going to go back to your natural order, man. Because the Lord is turning everything back right side up. And you're going to shut the hell up and do what you're told in that day. You're going to go back to being women in that day. Because you're going to see that all this feminism, I'm strong and independent, you're going to see that it was all BS, man. You women have been bamboozled. Man. So you women were created for us men, not the other way around. We're not to serve you, you're to serve us. That's what the word woman means, servant. Let's go to Proverbs. So the Lord is dealing with the men first and foremost, not you women. Proverbs 8 and 4. Until you old men I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. So the Lord is dealing with men. You women are not the prophets. You're not the head. You're not the vessels of the Most High. You're not the vessels of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You're not more spiritual. The scriptures say of the woman came the beginning of sin. All right, the scriptures also say that the woman being deceived was in the transgression, not the man. There's so many scriptures, man. Scriptures say all wickedness is little to the... matter of fact, let's just get that. Let's just get it. I don't want to butcher that one. No, it's in the Apocrypha. Yep. Sirach 25. I start at 13 and I'll jump down. Sirach 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, meaning the mind, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. So if you women are more spiritual than men, why does the scripture say this? Give me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, because you women are especially wicked, man. Women are, now you have elect women, of course. And of course, you hopefully elect sisters that's doing what you're doing to the best of your ability, following Yahweh Shem Shah, to the best of your ability, following the scriptures, learning in silence, being helpmeets to your men, your husbands. You know this, I'm not talking to you. This video doesn't apply to you. I'm talking about wicked ass women like you saw in the opening clip. All right. Just proud as hell, man. You women you're not running shit, man. And you're going to find that out soon come. You women are under us men. Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Let's jump down. Sirach 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So, hey, this showing you how wicked women can be, man. Just wicked as hell, man. Proud, babbling, man. How are you the vessels? How are women the vessels of the Lord, and the Lord, the Most High Yahweh himself is a man? He himself is a man, but he's going to put women over men. What sense does that make, man? Eve just dumb as hell, man. Just dumb as hell. Let's go to Job. Job 39. Now my blue letter don't want to work. Satan. Yeah, let's get it here then. Job. Job 39 and 17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding. Yeah, and that's what you see with this Eve, man. No wisdom, no understanding whatsoever. Women are the healers, the prophets, and seers. Get the hell out of here, man. That's the men. Look at all the apostles, man. The 12 the apostles, all of them were what? Men. Men, not women. The prophets are men. Let's go to, let's see if my blue letters. Let's go to, first, this is what I was thinking about in 14. Speaking of the men being the prophets, not women. 1 King 18 and... Now, this is during the time of Elijah, when Jezebel had killed a lot of prophets, man. All were men, by the way. All right. And Elijah thought he was the only one left. 1 King, but I'm going to go straight to the point. 1 King 18 And I was just, yep, 1 Kings 18:4. For it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water, all of which were men. All right, all of which were men. The prophets are men. Let's do this. It was another one I was thinking about. Yep, it was also in 1 Kings. Yep, so let's go back. Let's just jump down. 1 Kings 18. Let's jump down to 13 to prove that all of them were men that Obadiah hid in the cave. 1 Kings 18:13. Was it not told, my Lord, what I did when Jezebel slew the prophets of the Lord, of Yahweh Shem Shai? So Jezebel slew the prophets, all right? It's going to tell you who the prophets are. How I hid 100 men of the Lord's prophets by 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water. So how, you mean to tell me none of them were women? Hell no, because the prophets are men. All right, the prophets are men. You women are under earth men. All right? But you have wicked ass Eve like this, man. All right? That's why the scriptures call you wicked ass women are our enemy. For talking like this, man, just completely out of order. Again, she didn't read a scripture, didn't quote, paraphrase, nothing, man. Just talking, running a trap. You see, this is one of the reasons why Jacob's trouble is coming, and you women are going to feel it the worst, man. You women are supposed to be in silence. Let's get that. Let's get that. First Timothy, the 2nd chapter. First Timothy chapter 2. You see the subheading, Women Instructed. I'm going to go straight to the point. 1 Timothy 2:11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer a woman not to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. So you're not the heads. You're not the prophets. You're not the seers. You're not the vessels of the Most High. But I suffer a woman not to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. All right, so of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die, as the scriptures say. All right, so you women, you're not the most spiritual, man. All right, you women, you're way, all right, more vulnerable than men. You're way more subject to losing faith, man. You're way more vulnerable to losing faith and giving up and forsaking the Lord, man. Look at Job's wife. Look at Lot's wife. Hell, look at Eve, like I just read. So you women are to be in silence under your men, man, not trying to usurp authority over the men. See, Esau has turned everything upside down. And you don't see women of the other nation speaking like this, man. Only the nigga woman, man. Nobody but Eve, man. Talking crazy, vain babbling. So I just wanted to go into that briefly, man. Just wanted to go through the spirit. All right. Because you have proud ass women like this, man, that's going to get a very harsh, swift, harsh judgment, man. All right. For this kind of talking behavior, man. You women are supposed to be shamefaced, modest, humble, chaste. Not proud as hell, man. Talking about you the prophets, you the seers. You're the vessels of the Lord. That's off. That's wrong as hell, man. The Lord is dealing with the men to lead and to teach, man. Not you women. I pray that this has been edifying to the elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah B'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in all truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. The house of David started with the 144,000, followed by the 1/3 remnant. A Baba Ball. Shalom.